Hello everybody, I'm Jonesh Sweden and welcome to this Let's Play of Rimworld. Rimworld is an indie game, a colony simulator. I've been playing this for quite a while, basically since it got out out of Kickstarter basically, and I believe it was like Alpha 4. We're now up to Alpha 15. Lots of features have been added, and also since a while back the ability to add mods. This here is my mod list. You're welcome to pause and take a look. I recommend all of these basically, yeah, that's it for the mods. I've tested this order. This load order, and it seems to be working out fine. But if anything happens, well, you know, it'll probably fine. So without further ado, we're gonna start a new colony. The main thing I want to showcase here is the this here storyteller. The Rimworld uses different kinds of storytellers that have different types of stories that they like to create, and this here is a storyteller I haven't played with before, which since I'm a Lovecraft fan, I figured that would probably be pretty cool. I'm thinking that we're going to play on Intense. I've mostly been playing on Rough. But I'm gonna also use another mod to create a preset of preset start, so to speak, to actually give ourselves a fighting chance. But in all honesty, there's probably gonna be a lot of death and destruction, random violence, monsters, insanity. Stuff like that, you know, just like one of Lovecraft's tales. So, what we did here was we picked a seed and we generated a planet to land on. As this is the normal map mode, you can see different types of biomes. This is temperate forest, this is a desert, this is extreme desert. You don't really want to land there. You also have shrublands, you have jungles, you also have boreal forests, as well as tundras and ice sheets. As you can imagine, all of these different biomes and climates and stuff like that have their different advantages and disadvantages. What we are going to play in today... Oh, before I start, you can also check different modes here. So you can just want to see the biomes, you can do that. Or elevation. Elevation is pretty nice to find different factions. As you can see, these little small dots. The placement of these factions right now, as this alpha and before, is, in my taste, too random. Let's have a look. For example, you can see something up here. Let's just see if we can find. Oh, there's. Okay, so this is a coastal fishing village. Yes. So, but they're living on an ice sheet. So, but they're fishing village, so that's understandable. What's this then? Let's see. That's a medieval warband. That's like a type of raiders. They don't have to grow food and stuff, so that's understandable. And we have here. Okay, the White Rock people, a tribe. Yeah, it makes sense. They'll live in a forest, I suppose. There's something down here as well. And there. Let's check this one out first, though. This is also another tribe, I think? No, a medieval society. Okay. It makes sense that they live in a shrubland. They can actually grow food. And we have a couple of here. A pirate band and Outlander town. Outlander town, pirate bands and tribes are the vanilla. Everything else is actually modded in. So we're not a medieval society, for example. And we'll get to see them a lot during the game as well. Something here. Yes. Oh, and the Miskatonic base of operations, the from the Lovecraft-mod. This is also from the Lovecraft-mod, the coastal fishing village. You might have guessed that. Anyhow, I've actually already picked out a place for us to start. Should be here somewhere. Slate granite. Let me have a... Ah, here it is. Yes. So as you can see here, we got coordinates, we got the elevation. This is pretty flat and close to the coast, as you can see. Temperature, average temperature is all right, pretty warm, and moderate amount of rainfall. It lies on the coast, and we have access to marble, granite, and sandstone. This doesn't make that much of a difference, besides marble and granite, basically, because marble is very pretty and valuable, so you can make, you know, lovely sculptures of them. And granite is a bit denser and harder than most other types of rock, so you can make fortifications that last a bit longer and a bit tougher. And you can see here the growing period is all through the year, so we're gonna have a bit of an easier time with food. If you go, for example, for here, you can see depending on the temperature and stuff, it can change quite rapidly. But we're gonna find a good amount of food here. However, though, we have quite a lot of people. So you can see here we select this site, pick, and this is the normal random start. You get from the normal scenario, you get 3 random survivors that crash land on the planet, and you can randomize everything. You can see skills and stuff, skills and the traits change. For example, this is a nudist, so he'll enjoy having no clothes. He'll get a mood bonus from that. And you can see it's a passion for medicine, construction, artist, crafting. Oh, it's pretty good, except that he's not very good at shooting. And oh, this got a cannibal. You know, it's beautiful. And so, you know, you can see there's a lot of stuff that affects what the pawns, as they're called, their traits and skills. But I have already prepared carefully, which is another mod. As you can see in here, we have the same people here, but we can actually choose everything about them. We can change their hairdo, we can change their clothing and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's introduce our cast. Cue Friends music. Yep, we're playing as Nazis. This was a suggestion by a couple of my friends. I didn't really want to go with it at first because it seemed too silly, but then I figured that that's quite alright if it's going to be a let's play where they die horribly. So as you can see here, we have the man himself, little Adolf here. He's very good at. He's kind of good at speaking. But artistry, but not very much good at anything else. Oh, you can see also here the age. This is the biological age, and this is the chronological age. But you can see here, you can only increase and decrease them in the times of 10. And I didn't want to put everybody in their correct chronological age, because even if I even if I change the years with 10 years per click, it would not having to do that with all of these would take too long. So you can see his lover Eva Braun, and we have Albert Speer, an architect and interior minister, I believe, and his wife Margaret, and then we have Himmler. What was it, propaganda minister? Yeah. We have Irma Grese, a lover of Mengele, or assumed lover of Mengele, Dr. Joseph Mengele, prison guard at Auschwitz. We have Goering, the fighter ace and lot of, well, and the Minister of Armament or something, or maybe that was Speer. But he was at least important for Luftwaffe. And he also has his wife Emmy. And then we have Dr. Joseph Mengele, looking appropriately crazy and psychopathic, as well as Goebbels. Oh yeah, Goebbels was the propaganda one. Right. And his wife Magda. And we also have Maria Mandel of Auschwitz, I believe, or maybe Stutthof or something. I can't really look at my notes right now because they're in a text file. So, but something like this, quite famous female guard. I believe if you play the game Wolfenstein New Order, one of the villains there is based on Maria Mandel. And we are ready to go. We can see here what we have brought with us. A bit of an advanced start because we have so many people, and I don't want to have to starve to death in the first few days because we have too little food. So, but basically what I've done is that I've taken, because we have 12 people, I have basically quadrupled the starting resources, basically. Also adding some drugs, a few dogs, and some more advanced weapons, besides from the melee weapons, which in the normal start are knives made of plasteel, which is a high tier material. And I figured it would be appropriate if they would have something like that. But of course, since they're now in the future, they can find all kinds of sci-fi junk and conquer the planet, or die horribly. And we're not gonna add anything else. We're gonna just go start. Waiting for the map to be generated. I do believe it's, if you choose the same seed, the same size, both world size as well as colony map size. Actually, you could easily just copy what I've done. The seed is decay, I believe. And this is the normal intro, nothing special. And here we see, whoa, look at all those drop pods. And we got a lot of stuff. Now, the first thing you want to do when you start a game is pause by pushing spacebar, and then you look around, see what kind of resources and terrain you got available to you. This is pretty much flatlands. You can see we have a few steam geysers spread around. We probably don't want these because these are too close to the edge. And we've got a few hills and mountains and a few old structures, as well as the coast here on the eastern side. We've got a patch of rich and fertile soil here, which is very good for growing rice and corn. Their growth is doubled on fertile soil compared to normal soil, or even gravel, which is a little bit worse. You can see here, yeah, gravel has 70% fertility compared to 100% fertility of soil, and 140 fertility compared to rich soil. Now, I've done a test game with this setup to make sure that we don't get any major crashes. But fingers crossed. There's still a lot of mods. The load order should be okay though. We got a big building here. This doesn't look too good. But that's probably just missed it last time I played. Yeah, I think so. Anyhow, we're down here. Now, we basically we're going to build a base right here on this. No wait, yeah, this here. Wait, it is different, isn't it? That is peculiar. Very peculiar. It's roughly the same, but a little bit different. I think. Wait, I'm just gonna have to go and double check this. Just one moment. Yeah, sorry about that. Just wanted to check out if I actually have done everything correct, as I did in test, and I actually have done so. Just a bit surprised that it's still a bit not the same as it was before. It usually is, so I'm quite surprised. But it's not a bigger a difference. You will have to see what else we can do. Where was I? Yes, after you've taken a recon of the terrain and where you would like to build and stuff like that, and what kind of resources are available, you can unforbid these. You can start by assigning work and work schedules, which is quite easy. This is the setup I enjoy most. 2 hours of joy of base activities, so they have fun and their mood improves. And then 1 hour where they can do anything. And then work. And then 1 hour of joy, and then 1 hour of anything. So basically it's a good work schedule. A bit long and hard, but with enough joy, they'll be happy. Besides, these are Nazis. They can work long and hard if they should be able to. But to be honest, a lot of these guys are just useless. Mostly as good at talking. You can also manage areas, which is fine. We're not going to go into that much detail of it right now. Then we have the work priorities. Always use manual priorities. Always use manual priorities. I have to repeat this because this is important. I've seen other Let's Players not do this, and their colony suffers quite a big deal as a result. If you don't use manual priorities, this means that everything that is to the left gets done first. Which sounds simple enough, but then you have to really specialize people. If you have manual priorities, you instead have the same principle that everything to the left gets done first, but they're also ordered according to priorities. So, for example, I got a 2 here. This means Weber will do crafting before doing anything of this. When she is done with crafting, she will do anything of this. When she is done with crafting and anything with this, then she will start doing cleaning and hauling. As you can see, if there's no number at all, they won't do it at all. So yeah, it's a good way to make sure that manage and make sure that everybody actually works. We got a few quite useless people here, or somewhat useless people, like Mengele here. He can only do research basically. So what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that everyone is firefighting, because that is really important, especially in a biome where there's lots of things that are easily flammable. For example, here, where there are lots of trees and grass. If you want to increase priority, you left click. If you want to decrease, you right click. Now, let's see. Nobody but Mengele should do research, because Mengele is the best at it. Managing, yeah, maybe. Sure, she can do that. But I also believe I should make her a cook instead. She's also best at negotiating. So we'll do like this for now. No managing. Gobbles, no. But we're mostly gonna haul in the beginning, but we can start constructing. We also need to start planting down some food, because we got 12 people here. That's, in a normal game, that's probably the maximum that you would get. But here, in this playthrough, I've actually modded the storyteller a little bit for quadruple population. So we can really get a lot of people in here. Let's see, is that rich soil? Yes, it is. I wish I could see rich soil a bit more easier. Ah, that's not it. Dang it. Gah. Because I want to grow corn here, and corn grows really slow if it's not rich soil. But this should be fine. That's rich soil, rich soil. That's not rich soil, rich soil. Gravel, gravel, gravel. Alright. Gravel, gravel, rich soil. Yes. So this is a tiny bit tedious. Would be easy to have a tool for just, you know, selecting all rich soil with growing zone. Usually I don't care that much about growing rich soil and stuff, because I just grow potatoes mostly. Because potatoes are nice. They're a good all-round crop here in this game. Yes, they probably are in real life as well, I suppose. And there's some rich soil. Did we miss anything? I don't think we did. I think all of this is rich soil. It's good. Let's grow some corn here. We're gonna be growing a lot of stuff. I think we're actually gonna skip on potatoes. We're gonna start out with this. Gonna go for the rich soil to maximize our gains, you know. But we also need a bit. We also need more than just food. Let's have a quick look here. So cotton, good for you know, for growing, for getting clothes and stuff. That's 40. Compared to corn, for example, which has 100. Potatoes, which also got 40. I believe it's just basically 40 and 100. Yeah. But what you want is basically you want a few of these food plants. Potatoes are basically your to-go crop. Corn and rice, fast growing, big yields, long growing time. Small yields, fast growing time. Average. But these are also sensitive to soil, as I mentioned before. Strawberries are a bit more sensitive to soil, but they're also delicious, even when uncooked, as they are in real life. You also have hay grass, which is sensitive to soil, as well as which you're using as animal fodder, basically. Cotton and heel root here is used for herbal medicine, which is pretty nice. Can use it in most occasions, fighting off infections that aren't too serious. Hops are used to make beer, which is pretty nice. I haven't been playing around with beer in the latest alpha. They changed the production, what's it called? So it's another extra step here before you can actually make beer. Before you can just put the hops in a brewery and make them in like an hour, and you got a couple of beer cases, you know. Psychoids, drugs. This is drugs. Well, all three of these are drugs, basically. And we also got tobacco, which is thanks to the maker of the Lovecraft-mod, Rimworld, I believe their name is. Not sure, but yeah. So what we're going to do is, so in vanilla you basically need at least one food plant, and then cotton and heel root, and it's good to get started on hops even before you have brewing, so you can get that process going. We're also going to start with drugs because, as you know, among other people, Hitler had a bit of an addiction. He had like methamphetamine addiction, as well as cocaine addiction, a couple of other things like that. But these aren't real drugs, but this is the closest I could find. Basically, psychite is basically cocaine and or crack. Basically, wake up is like amphetamines. We also have Goring here, which has a morphine addiction which had a morphine addiction in real life, but I figured we just go with something else here, which is kind of similar, I suppose. So yeah. Oh god, I hate I think I might just pause the video while I take care of these zones and stuff, because it's kind of boring actually. Hold on. And we're back. Now we set up a plan for how our settlement will look, as well as organizing fields where we'll grow our crops. A lot of different stuff. I try to get a variety. Everything except potatoes, basically. So yeah, so we got corn here, rice here, cotton, strawberries, hay grass, psychoid, smoke leaf, tobacco, heel root, and hops. So we got everything covered. Now the next step is to make a structure as well as a stockpile. We're gonna need to make a stockpile, say here, as well as here, and we're also going. This is going to be our communal building, basically, and then we have gonna make a couple of few private bedrooms as well. But basically, we'll mine out the walls here and replace them with wooden walls, because stone walls are nice, but they're ugly, basically. And then we're going to make a few doors. Let's see. Here. These doors are going to get torn down eventually, so it's not a big deal if they're not entirely on the right spot. Could just ignore that one. Oh, there we go. Let's see. What's more doors though? There we go. That's the amount of doors that we're gonna get for now. We're gonna start constructing. And try and make this place a bit more livable. I've already told everybody to equip weapons, and the dogs are getting at it directly. As you can see here, Mandel is sick. Everybody here got cryptosleep sickness from the pods. Now, let's see. A couple of them can't do anything right now, but we're basically gonna haul and or construct. Spear is probably the one that's going to do the most of the constructing. Is he? Yes, he is. Good. Right. The rest of them, those that can, will haul. And we're gonna try and get this up and running before nightfall, so people have a place to sleep. The animals are only allowed in the home area for now, because there are a few predators around, I believe. Yeah, it's a cougar, a grizzly bear. Not much else. It's pretty nice. Oh, fox, yeah. Timberwolf. Yeah, there's a couple of wargs. So there's a few animals that can hurt our dogs, and we want to get we want to get them breeding and be able to sell them and train them and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, we could wait with training them. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. You see, everybody's going down shopping wood. because the trees are in the way. Stupid trees. In the way of progress. That's not sure how good of a German accent that was. Maybe that was a bit more Russian. So landing in a temperate forest means you have plenty of wood, plenty of animals going about. There's good prey, as well as a few predators. Should be fine. They usually attack only when they're hungry. We also have this type of ground sloth. Yeah. Let's speed things up. Everybody's doing stuff. Is anybody mining? That could be good. Grese, you're a miner. You should actually only mine, I think. Ancient danger! As Emmy draws near the ancient wall, a sense of foreboding overcomes her. She isn't sure why, but she feels that this dusty structure may contain great danger. Ooh! Yeah. Gonna open up that sometime. So you can see here we got an alert that, or a message that we don't have any beds, which we'll get around to soon enough. Grace is going, mining it down so you can construct instead. Spear is really good at constructing, as you can see. Building the Reich single-handedly, basically, that guy. Or the new Reich, as we should say. Okay, we got a roof. We're fine. So basically, what we're going to do is we're probably going to use this room for now as a sleeping quarters. Basically, we need 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Good enough! At least they'll have shelter. Right, we should probably construct more, as well as mine more. But we'll actually start by constructing walls here to support where we've mined out, which would be pretty good to do, so that doesn't collapse on us. We could probably mine out all of this though. Oh right, we should make some doors as well. Let's see, door here and door here. Good. And let's make a door here. This one is a bit off, but whatever. Oh well, let's make it here instead. Yes. Good enough. It's like, we're not gonna be too concerned with efficiency right now. It's just basically getting stuff done. So, as you can see also, I'm using a mod, which is realistic lighting. Which basically means that it's a lot darker than it is in the vanilla. Something was killed. Yeah, we're also gonna set down a party spot, so people don't go wandering away. Party here. Trading spot, sure, whatever. Marriage spot, whatever. We're also gonna put down a horseshoe pin, because they can have some fun. It's also part of the Lovecraft-mod. These cool things here. Also a joy. So you can listen to music. Kinda cool. And everybody's sleep. Oh, I forgot the animals. We should make some sleeping spots for them as well. No biggie. Let me scale on this. No. It's furniture, right. Animal sleeping spots. I don't really care that much about. Need 4. There we go. And another wall. And then we're gonna start build. When we're done with the walls here, we're gonna build a freezer, which I'm thinking we're gonna put here. Let's see. Let's put a door. Actually, let's not put the door there. Let's put it. Oh, it's fine there. It's fine there. This door, on the other hand, though, can be here. And then we'll kind of make a little bit of a tunnel, like an airlock, basically. Well, we're gonna tear all this down anyhow, but you'll wait and see. Everybody's hard at work except Weber and somebody else. Oh yeah, people are not getting stuff done now because they don't have anything to do, basically. So one of the important things is research, but we don't have a research bench. So that's one of our first priorities, besides food. So we're gonna make a private room for Mengele and his lover, Greze. And we go up, yeah, something like that, yeah. Nice, we go. And a door. That'll be the first room. Yeah, we're gonna start mining out stuff now. We really need to get started on food production, though. Well, alright, we should probably get... people who aren't doing anything should plant. If you aren't doing anything, plant. Let's see. Mengele, can you? You know, you can't. Emmy, you can't. You can. Goebbels, you can. Good. Weber, you can't. Great. At least we got a couple of them, a couple of people working. But we're only on the second day, so it's fine. It's fine. There we go. We got almost a good-sized, well, actually a really good-sized room here. Good. And let's also get a floor in because we want Mengele, that lovable rogue, to be happy. There we go. Oh, I forgot to make a door here, didn't I? Let's... oh no, there's a door. Right. I forgot. Not perfect. There we go. And Spear should be finishing up here. Yeah. Everybody is planting down a little bit of wood. Spear can just go crazy. There we go. Should haul these things. We don't really have a place for them to be hauled just yet, but we'll just make a dumping ground here. Usually, I actually, in normal starts, I usually use dumping stockpiles and stone chunks to make improvised defenses. You could just like make a long line, like so, and voila, instant fortification. As long as you haul the stones there, actually. But still, it works. It works pretty good in the beginning of the game. Everybody's hard at work, except Mengele. There we go. And now Mengele can get at work. Let's go into production, build a research bench, and he's also gonna get a bed. There we go. Good enough. Pyrotor is working on that. Get some steel there. Also some wood. That's a nice thing with the simple research bench is that it doesn't require much resources at all, actually. Oh yeah, this is I just misclicked, but it'll be fine. I'll talk about that later. First of all, I really like depending on the start. I do like researching this because this gives you access to a high-tech research bench, which is I don't know how much faster, but quite a bit faster. Oh, this is a poor bed. Spear. That was a really bad roll of him. This is a random roll, basically how good a quality is, which is improved with skill. Considering how good Spear is, he shouldn't have made a poor bed at all. So yeah, it was Grese, I think so. So a quick look. Here you can see the relationships with the actions that they have with each other. So yeah, she had a nice chat with Hitler, for example. Yeah, imagine that. And there we go, Mengele's hard at work again. Spear, though, doesn't have anything else to do right now. Probably because he can't get to any kind of work that needs to be done. Other people are putting down some plants, though. That's good. Plant cutting should also be done, especially when we get a manager's desk up. Otherwise, you have to manually select like this, or doing an order like this. But that's a hassle because you mostly want to harvest wood, harvest trees that are fully grown, like almost like this one, but like this one is 91%. Because trees take quite a while to go, so you kind of take quite a while to grow, so you kind of want them to actually be fully grown before you cut them down to get a maximum return on your investment. And here we can see Grese and Mendele happily enjoying their sleep and their new bedroom. So yeah, and there is a few negative modifiers, but they'll be fine. For example, looking here, we can also see it. Yeah, Weber here really likes her husband, but she would want to sleep with him because she's sleeping basically on a spot on the ground. She's not sleeping in a bedroom with him like these two. These two don't really like each other that much, though. Oh, what do you know? They're having some sex. Yeah. Yeah, that improves their mood quite a bit. So yeah, we got a few alerts. Yeah, we need. Next step is basically making a kitchen. We got a few berries and stuff like that we can cook into edible meals. We're also going to start building on a freezer over here. So it's close to the crops, which should be fine. Planting quite a bit now. Spear isn't doing anything. He should be doing something. Let's just get him started on the outer wall here. Yeah, we'll be fine. And whoop, there we go. Should be enough. I'm thinking we're also. My plan is for this to be kind of a freezer, and this being a brewery, with this being the kitchen and this being the dining room, basically. And these two, probably one of them will be some kind of entertainment room, with billiards and TVs and stuff like that. Look at him go! It's amazing. Considering if I should put in another door to that room. No. We'll be fine. But, oh no, wait, it could be nice. It could be nice for him to have a direct. Yeah, let's put a door in here actually then. That'll be fine. let's... yeah, let's not put that there actually. Let's put it here or something. Yeah, we can put it here. So let's do like this. We put a door here. We build a wall here and here. We build a door here. Build a wall there and there. And deconstruct that. So we got kind of an airlock thing going there as well. This keeps the temperature at a more even level. Because every time a pawn opens a door, the temperature equalizes. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Spear is idle again. Build some more. We got a lot of wood. We're constantly chopping down wood as well, so it should be fine. Let's make another one actually here. This should improve. Usually I only have one entrance, but considering we're kind of split up here, we've got a lot of food and stuff on this side and some food on this side, and most of our colony being on this side, I figured, well, we might as well have a couple of more entrances to make sure that they don't spend too much time just walking to places when they could be running, etc. Or all, yeah. So it seems we got quite a actually, let's make, yeah, that could be the kitchen, that could be the, no wait, this should be the, yeah, this should definitely be the dining room actually, because there's lots of, this is stone floor. Stone floors are really beautiful, and it increases the what's it called? The beauty of the room, which increases the mood of the pawns. Since Spear isn't doing anything useful, let's having smooth floors. Smoothing floors is a really great way for constructors to get experience. You can see here. Whoa, look at him go! Because they don't need to put any other kind of what's it called? Resources. They don't have to walk anywhere. You just get, yeah, he's walled himself in, but Grese saved him. What you can be on the lookout for when you're smoothing for a lot of floors is when the constructor has reached 4,000 experience points in a day, they will get a malus, a negative modifier to their learning. We should probably see that soon, I think. Or maybe not. He's probably gonna. Yeah, he'll probably be fine. And that malice is. It exists until midnight, basically. Yeah, he's working on beautifying this a bit. Looks great. Yeah, as you can see here, learned max today. So further learning multiplied by 20%. So only a fifth, basically. All right. So we got a few visitors from Kingsport. And we got a mod that is called Hospitality, which lets you entertain people that are visiting. They don't have anything to trade, though. That's bad. The doctor is the ex-wife of Weber. Oh, wait. Ex-wife? Oh, ex-husband. Yeah, okay. That was a bit weird. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Oh, it says... Yeah, okay, I get it now. It's his relationship to her. Got it. Yeah, alright. We don't really care that much about them. Oh, he's pretty good, though, I guess. Bit of a pessimist. That's not too good. How about the other two? This one is really good. And a night owl. It's good to have a night shift. And this one... Yeah, also Night Owl. Nothing else that good. Optimist is nice though. Extreme break risk. Oh, Hitler. I believe Hitler is... Oh yeah, he's getting a withdrawal. Where the fuck are those drugs anyhow? Oh, they're here. Alright. So, because everybody is on this kind of... what's it called? Drug policy. Including Hitler and Göring. They won't, because they're not drug addicts. They are addicted, but they don't have a chemical. They don't have the trait chemical fascination. So, why did it make him a slowpoke? Oh yeah, I remember now. Anyhow, so you can see here he's having a withdrawal, and if he continues to have a withdrawal, he will actually get rid of the addiction. But as you can see, he is very unhappy. So we're actually going to let him take drugs to maintain that happiness. So we're going to put him on unrestricted. You can edit these policies as well, as you can see here, but we're not going to bother with that at the moment. Maybe later. There we go. So when he wakes up, he's probably going to go snort some yayo or something, which is cocaine. And they are our guests are enjoying themselves. Let's see here. We should actually... Braun should actually negotiate, as well as Göring shouldn't. Goebbels, Emmy, not Hitler, and Magda. Well, Hitler could, I suppose. We also want to start moving a little bit towards here, because we also have fishing available, which is a good source of protein. It's also a mod. Should be in the base game, in my opinion, but maybe soon enough. Right. Yeah, door here. Oh, we could make a door. We could make it like so instead, yeah. Like so. Mine everything away. There we go. Right. It's waiting for the time to pass, so everybody should wake up. Should be starting to actually try and get some power going as well. Oh, we have to name our colony now. Well, I'm thinking. I don't speak German, but shouldn't this be like Neue German? No, let's just go with Germania. Germania. Yeah. It's I don't want to live with a spelling error. Right. Oh, a new areas. Oh, yes, this tiny little area here. Who cares, you know? All right. Let's see. Let's give a wall here. Another door. And there we go. Let's mine this out. All of it. Well, yeah, kind of. And we're out of time, actually, but I believe we do have a little bit more, because earlier when we took a pause, I did actually oh, he's eating a squirrel. I did actually let the time pass. I forgot to take off the timer. And besides, it's the first episode. It can be a little bit longer. It's fine. Right. People are planting stuff. That's good. We need stuff. Can take the squirrel maybe, perhaps. Yeah, Goering is taking the squirrel. And we're gonna start trying to plan for some power. Could actually put in a few wind power plants here in the rice field, perhaps. Or we could just use this, yeah. I mean, it's not. There's not going to grow any trees here. We won't use it for anything else. So let's just about maybe 6. 6 will be fine. Yeah, that'll be all right. And we need also a power conduit. We'll pull right here. There we go. And then we need also to start building coolers. For a room this size, I'm guessing 5 of these should be good enough. We'll put them down here, I think. Yeah, that's kind of protected. Yes. So we put them down here. And 5 of these coolers should be able to keep the temperature freezing, regardless of if there's a heat wave or anything like that. Right, let's build a wall. Wall. We can also build steel walls and stone walls, but you need stone cutting to be able to make stone blocks, and we don't really have that yet. Mengele's. Oh! Adolf is marrying Eva. Aww. Isn't that sweet? We really have to make sure that we have a nice room for them to get married. A local rat. I don't really care. Probably the dogs will take care of it. Maybe. Oh, look at it squeal. Look at it go. It's crazy. It's gonna kill us. Dags. Come on, Dags. Where you at? Dags. Dags. He's going for Mengele. Mandel should. Alright, a bit of combat here. Bonk! Yeah. Rats aren't that difficult. So she basically, yeah, she just smashed it up real good. Right. Let's get these going. Oh, yes. Like so. If we can't keep the temperature, we'll have to add more as time goes by, but it should be fine. And of course, you don't need this big of a freezer in the beginning of the game, in a normal game, because well, we got 12 people. That's quite a lot. But we got power at least. Now let's see. Let's try and get this power routed a bit everywhere where we need it to be. Mengele is going to need some. Yeah, we're gonna make some redundant systems, I believe, like so. It should be fine. And we're growing low on food. Yes, this is what I feared. Should we start getting those fishing piers up? Yeah, we are quite a bit away from the sea, though. That's one of the things that I did in my test run. I was like, this part was similar but different. We still had this rock here, but it was a little bit more out to sea, and we could have some shallow waters in between. And there was this was a bit bigger, basically. And I just put my big house here, and there wasn't any puddles as well. And then I built just, a couple of wind power plants here by the coast, and then a few fishing piers. But we should probably make a secondary, like storage for fish and stuff. Yeah, that could work. Yeah. But we'll have to think about that a bit, I think. For now, we're going to say it quits, and thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, do not be afraid to comment, even if it's... And also, if you just want to say I'm doing a good job, you can also comment. That would be nice. It helps me out. And leave me a subscribe. Because since I've played this game quite a bit, I could always learn new stuff, though. But it's also good if you want to see... For example, we're probably going to get a few colonists coming that are going to be recruited to the colony because of the huge population cap that I got. So if you want to see your name in the game, just drop a comment and I'll try to accommodate you. Anyhow, thank you all, see you soon, bye bye.